Hi to one and all on Scotswood and the Great Northeast. I'm going to be taking you now to a little journey up in Fenham at Calderstone, just off Cypress Avenue, where the new development is almost complete. And we're going to be taking a look at some of the new properties. But before that, let's have a look at a little video that we took on our last visit. What you're looking at now is plots which are for the private sector. Which obviously is not part of Newcastle, your home's Newcastle. As you've just seen there on the left hand side of the screen are the new bungalows, and to the right hand side of the screen, as you can see there now, them are also part of your home's Newcastle. And they, I believe one or two of them have already been allocated for somebody. There you can see it again a bit closer up. They are the bungalows, and I have to say they look a lot bigger on the inside, trust me. After my last visit, I can say that development is actually unbelievably almost complete. Right directly in front of you, as I said a bit earlier, along on the left hand side there where the workman is, are the properties of part of your home Newcastle, your home's Newcastle, sorry, and the properties on the right hand side obviously belong I believe to the private sector. Right, moving swiftly on, as you can see we've got a bit of a right hand side view of the properties where we've seen before where the workman was on the roof, and they're looking absolutely fantastic. In front of us now is Ben and Margaret, one of the local residents who live in the area, who came around for a bit of a private view as well. And as you can see, the entry point, which is where the road is going to be, take you into the main centralised area of the properties. Doesn't look like up to much at the minute, but trust me, construction is well underway, and there's truth in what they say: a house is not a house without the roof, and that's exactly where I am. And yes, as you can see, it's looking absolutely fabulous. Now looking from the roof, you can see the background. That's actually going to be gardens. Yes, it is going to be gardens. Not very big, but yes. I'm actually inside the building now with Ben on the left there, with Melissa and Margaret again. It's grateful to Melissa and Ben who showed us around with the kind approval of Neil. Give us a wave, Melissa. That's it. And Margaret. And Ben is to the left there, nicknamed the Quiet Man because he never spoke all the way through. But yes, as you can see inside the property, it's basically 5x4. Now this is inside of one of the bungalows. Inside the bungalow here you can see scaffolding, which is to protect the workers underneath from any falling debris from above. It is a quite big bungalow when you think about it. When all the scaffolding's away, you can see that it is quite big. So there you go. This is inside one of the bungalows as part of your home's Newcastle. Right, we're going to be moving quickly on now to this next building that Ben and Melissa are going to be showing us. It's a 4-bedroom property. Unfortunately, we can't see upstairs or one or two of the other rooms because they're not prepared for viewing just yet. But as you can see on entry, we are walking through what appears to be the hallway area. And to the left, where Melissa and Ben are walking into, I believe that's going to be one of the rooms that's either going to be used for maybe the living room area or kitchen area, I don't know. But it measures around about 5x4, the basic size of a normal floor. And as you can see, it looks absolutely fantastic. And since this video was taken, I can tell you that construction is almost nearly, I would say, around about 70% complete. It's absolutely amazing how quick they worked. And due to the weather and the storms that we had in the past, it did put a couple of weeks on, put them behind schedule. But they did catch up because they started working on the weekend. But in the meantime, I just want to say a big thank you to Melissa and Ben for showing us around, for Neil, who works as part of Gen 2, for making that date possible, and Helen, also from Gen 2, for making the visit possible. Right, we're going to be staying with the Calderstone now. I'm going to be showing you some properties that are going to become available very, very soon. Each property has been given a name in order to identify it. So this one has been named The Ash. Okay, that was the ash. Now we're going to move on to the next property, which is the chestnut. Well, up to now we've looked at two properties. The first one was the ash, the second one was the chestnut. Now we're going to have a look at the third property, which is called the elder. Right, we've looked at three properties up to now. We've looked at the ash, the chestnut, and the elder. We've only got time to look at one more property. We've got to make this rather quick because obviously we're pushed for time. So that's without further ado, let's have a look at the fourth and final property that we've got available that's going to become available for you to possibly buy in the very near future. So without further ado, let's get on with it.